Our mission at ReCharge is empowering all of you, the merchants, through subscriptions. When we're making product decisions, we are thinking about how this is empowering you. How is this adding value? And how is this helping you build your business? That is our North Star, and day in and day out, we're trying to do what's best. Your success is our success. We celebrate your wins. You know, I love hearing your stories of how ReCharge is helping you retain customers, build your subscriber base, and increase revenue. But I'm not the only one. We frequently share those stories, you know, across the company in Slack and in email from the product team, the engineering team, and the entire company. And speaking about the product and engineering team, since ChargeX last year, so just a year ago, we've significantly scaled our product and engineering teams. Our product team has grown by 4x, and our engineering team has grown by 3x. And what you might be asking, what does this mean to me? Well, what this means is that we are scaling for all of you. We're delivering more products and features to empower you and your business. We're delivering more impactful features to help you increase revenue, decrease churn, and making it easier for you to launch and scale your subscription business. We have more features in our product roadmap than ever before. The product, engineering, and all of ReCharge is laser focused on empowering you and helping your subscription business succeed. And how is this translating? Well, now we get to the good stuff, our product announcements and some of the products we've delivered to you. The first topic for product announcements is the customer portal. The customer portal is the home for subscribers to manage their relationship with you and your brand. As a subscription business, you are now part of your customers' lives once they've subscribed. Customers are waiting in excitement and anticipation every month to receive their package. And help maintain that relationship is the customer portal. This year, I'm excited to announce our new customer portal based on themes. With the themes customer portal, you can now preview and select the theme and features that match your store. Once you've selected a theme, you can lightly customize it to fit your store. You have the ability to add CSS, so your customer portal matches your branding. You have the ability to add JavaScript to embed your favorite widgets and tools. You have the ability to toggle on and off predefined settings, such as giving the customer the ability to swap a product or add a discount. The great thing about working with a theme is that a lot of the structural design decisions have already been made for you. You don't need to worry about how to lay out your pages. Now that we've laid the foundation with the new themes customer portal, now it's time to start launching themes that are available to all of you. And I'm excited to announce our first theme called Novum. We built Novum after analyzing thousands of customer interactions. A significant amount of time was invested to build Novum with leading best practices so each of you can leverage those best practices with a simple click of a button. The design and feel of Novum is refreshing and aesthetically pleasing. It's dead simple for customers to navigate. With a few clicks, a customer can easily change their next charge date, swap the product, or change their shipment frequency. We're now living in a mobile-dominated world. Customers are shopping more and more online through their phone. Customers are managing their subscriptions through their phone. When a customer receives the upcoming order email, they're often out and about, and then they get the email, they're looking at their phone, and then they click the link to the customer portal. That's why we took a mobile-first approach with Novum's design. Novum is mobile optimized to look great on phones, tablets, computers. Your customers get that same great look and feel across all devices. Not only does it have a great design, we also built it with the leading best practices for revenue protection to help you with your churn. Above that fold, the customers are presented with options to manage their next charge date or the shipping frequency. A little bit further on down is the skip next shipment button. At the very bottom, there's a link to cancel, but only after the customer has passed the other options to defer their next shipment instead of canceling. And upon canceling, they're presented with win-back cancellation strategies that you've established for your customer portal. These built-in revenue protection measures have already resulted in double-digit churn reduction for early merchants using Novum. Novum wasn't only built with revenue protection in mind. It was also built with the goal of increasing revenue for you. The first new feature for increasing revenue for the customer portal is the Order Now option. Customers no longer need to wait for the next shipment once they're out of product, or they need to change it to the next charge date. In Novum, there's a big button to order now for those customers that need it today. The second new feature, and my favorite of all the features for the customer portal, is the quick adds. In Novum, a section is included right next to where they're going to be managing their subscription for customers to quickly add one-time products and subscriptions. And also part of this announcement is one-time products are no longer only for pro merchants. One-time features and functionality is available to all merchants, standard and pro. With that, customers can now easily toss in additional products into their next order for all of you. As customers are using the customer portal with Novum, it's an opportunity for you to increase revenue, that average order value, and that customer's lifetime value. The new Novum theme isn't limited to the theme's customer portal. The Novum theme is available in the theme engine for merchants and developers to take the theme to the next level. And some of you might understand this is just a little bit of code that your developers are working with, which is Jinja. If you have the option to completely customize Novum to match exactly your brand and customer experience that you want to provide. Or you have the option to leverage it out of the box and slowly customize it over time as needed. We're putting the power of Novum in your hands. Not only is Novum available in Theme Engine, I'm also excited about the new features that have been added to Theme Engine. The first is Order Now functionality that's included with the Novum. Instead of setting the next charge dates, you can have that charge process immediately. The second is Bulk Subscription Management. This gives you the power to manage multiple subscriptions as a bundle. Whether your subscription offering to customers comes with multiple products, or your customer happens to have multiple individual subscriptions, you can manage it all as one with the new bulk subscription routes available in Theme Engine. Lastly, to make themes easier to manage across multiple stores or use version tracking, the ability to download and import themes has been added to the Theme Engine. Now, I've been talking a lot about Novum, but I said at the beginning, we built the themes customer portal to have more than a single theme. We're in the early stages of building our next theme that works for a wider array of merchants. This is the one feature or product that I mentioned that has not been launched yet in my presentation for product announcements. Our goal is to have it released this year in 2020 for merchants in the alpha and beta programs. This theme, as well as all the themes that we produce, will be mobile first with a clean design. It will be available for customization on the Theme Engine. The exact specifics are still being worked out, but stay tuned for a launch later this year. Now, collecting data is one of the most valuable resources for your business. The more information you have about your customers and their behavior, the better you can understand their wants, needs, and interests. This enhanced understanding helps you create the right message and products that appeal to them. ReCharge has an industry-leading analytics for e-commerce subscriptions, but we're also adding the ability for you to gather data and gain insights. It's important to get a sense of how people are finding your store. One of the primary ways to do that is through UTM Parameters. If you used Google Analytics before, you've probably heard of UTM Parameters. Simply put, UTM Parameters have 5 tags you can add to the end of URLs for your marketing and promotional efforts. When your appended URL is then visited, it allows analytics software to track information such as how the visitor is coming to your site. We've added the capability that UTM parameters are now captured and stored on the customer charge and subscription. By leveraging UTM parameters, you're adding another data point to your data lake. From there, you can run analytics and determine ROI on marketing efforts. Monty has a product announcement for analytics that leverages this UTM, the UTM parameters. Now, for measuring touch points, it's important to understand the customer journey and collecting data on these touch points. By collecting data on these touch points, you can gain insights on your customer behavior and how to increase conversion and strengthen the relationship with your customers. Google Tag Manager can now be added to any of your pages. This makes it easier to manage tags by letting you define rules for when the tag should fire. Ultimately, you'll be able to track specific events on each of the pages to collect data on customer behavior. Another touch point for customers are the subscription transactional emails, such as new order created, upcoming charge, or card decline emails. You want to know if customers are receiving those emails. Are they even opening the emails? Are they clicking on those emails? Well, now we allow you to configure all customer notifications to be sent through your SendGrid account. So you can view and analyze all delivery metrics right in SendGrid, giving you access to view trends in those transactional emails that get sent out. Now, not everything we're building and working on can be seen on the surface. We've been making significant investments in re-architecting our platform that I want to talk about. Our focus in re-architecting our platform is around being infinitely scalable, reliable, performant, and in addition, we're so serious about security and taking an active approach that we now have a dedicated in-house team for application security. This team's sole focus is conducting vulnerability assessments, penetration testing, monitoring for threats, and be involved in the development process. With us re-architecting our platform, what does this mean for you? As merchants and you grow from hundreds of thousands of subscribers to millions of subscribers and tens of millions of subscribers, there's no question that we're scaling with you in a performant and secure manner. We all know that speed increases conversion and revenue, so making our pages more performant and reliable is adding to your top line. This effort has spanned across our entire application, and I want to highlight some of those performance efforts. The first to spotlight for performance is the theme engine. We've significantly increased performance and reduced page load times. The performance improvements have resulted in the theme engine being an overall 30+% faster for page load times. Here, I've listed the 5 most visited pages and their associated performance improvements. Generally, many customers land on the subscriptions list page. That's seeing a 54% performance boost. Then they click Manage Subscription, which goes into the subscription view page, which is 33% faster. And we're continuing to make investments in performance for the customer portal, the theme engine, and across our application to make it a better experience for your subscribers and you. The other areas I want to highlight for performance improvement are product cache, charge processing, and webhooks. We built a product cache to store all product information, which results in a savings of at least a quarter second on every page load and reduces the risk or eliminated the risk of rate limiting that we previously had. Page load times have a strong correlation to customer experience and increased revenue. By building that product cache, we're making it a better experience for your customers. For charge processing, we're now at a point that there are no bounds internally for the number of charges we can process at any given time. The only bounds are set by external systems, such as tax rate calculations, shipping rate calculations, payment gateways, or order fulfillment systems. The charge processing can be parallelized to complete charges in a shorter period of time. And some of you have been noticing that your charges are now completed earlier each day. This new system will easily handle as you scale from hundreds of thousands or millions to tens of millions of subscribers. And lastly, what I want to highlight is we've completely overhauled our outbound webhooks, which is a way for different applications to talk to one another with our new event bus architecture. In addition, we've added auto scaling to handle peak volumes that usually occur around the first of the month. And this has resulted in average delivery time of 2 seconds. Just a phenomenal performance increase. When there were times that generally we'd measure in seconds, but there's times we'd be measuring in 1 to 5 minutes. But now averaging 2 seconds is phenomenal. The last topic I want to touch on is our APIs. Headless commerce is taking over e-commerce. It's allowing for complete customization, which results in the ability to build rich customer experiences that match your brand. ReCharge is continually doubling down on our APIs and webhooks to give you the power to build these rich customer experiences. We want you to support you and empower you to build better tools, better experiences. Ken gave a perfect example earlier about CatPerson building a checkout that isn't really checkout-ish. And also for you to build better third-party applications so you can create a more successful business. 1 year ago, our one-time products was in early alpha, and thank you to all of the developers that dived right into the API endpoints. And now I'm excited to announce that API product and the one-time products endpoints are generally available to all. Not only did it migrate out of the beta program, but it's available to standard and pro merchants. Across the board, our application is making one-time products functionality available to everyone. With one-time products APIs, the possibilities are limitless. There are revenue opportunities using one-time products such as through email, SMS, customer support tools, custom-built third-party upsell and cross-sell applications. Here's an image of one of my favorite examples. PostScript has used the one-time product API to build out reply to buy SMS to allow customers to easily add a one-time product to their next shipment. For example, when an upcoming charge webhook is triggered, they'll send an SMS to the customer if they want to add a certain product in their next shipment. All the customer has to do is type yes, and it will be added. In this example, I have an image of Tom and Diana from Parks and Rec, which is, a common marketing tactic. You include an image or a GIF, and it says, treat yourself. And the message states, hey, Beth, we're about to send your glam bag for September. Would you like to throw in that honey face mask for only $3 to treat yourself? Well, the customer just responds yes, and it gets added in, and you increase your average order by $3. We've also seen merchants use the API endpoints as a great strategy for churn reduction and for customer loyalty. For example, one merchant saw a significant uptick in their churn on the fourth delivery. So what they did was send an email asking for customers to select their one-time free gift on the fourth delivery. And they saw immediate improvement in their churn metrics, and customers continue to stay on for additional deliveries because it got them over that hump of the fourth delivery. Also, it's being used for customer loyalty. Merchants are using it to keep customers engaged by selecting one-times for the next delivery after they've been with you for a certain period of time. Another set of APIs that have had enormous potential are the new bulk subscription APIs. Bulk subscription API allows you the management of multiple subscriptions with a single request. You can now easily manage multiple subscriptions as a single bundle. Whether your subscription offering consists of multiple products as a bundle, or the customer happens to have multiple subscriptions of different products at the same time. Instead of managing each subscription independently, you can manage it with a single request as a bundle of products. And here I've provided a quick example that you're changing the next charge date for several subscriptions with a single request. And before I pass it on to George with more product announcements, I want to give you a way to stay updated about all these fantastic product announcements. We recently launched our changelog, and this is where you can stay up to date about the most recent products and features at ReCharge. Please go to changelog.rechargepayments.com and hit the subscribe button and enter your email. And again, it's changelog.rechargepayments.com. And also we have a link in the merchant portal that when you click the wrench, it says what's new. You click that and it'll navigate you over. Thank you all. And I would love to connect with you. So please add me on LinkedIn, or even let's chat. Send me an email at jason@rechargepayments.com. Next up, George Ishii, VP of Product Strategy, to continue with our product announcements.
Hey, thank you so much, Jason. All I could say is, wow, to see all these things in one presentation. It's never been a better time to be part of ReCharge product. So thank you for that, Jason. As Jason said, I'm George, VP Product Strategy, and now Head of Integrations. I just wanted to start by saying thank you to you, our most important merchants. You've been such a big part of ReCharge's success as Chathvi looks back so many years, and we'll continue to partner with you. Let's build the future of e-commerce together. And speaking of that future, when I look at the things that you guys have built, it completely blows me away. How you guys have taken the ReCharge solution, up-leveled it, and really taken it to places we never could have even imagined when we first built it. So thank you so much. Not only are these experiences beautiful, they're functional, but most importantly, they're meeting the core business needs that you guys have laid out. So as Jason and Chathvi mentioned earlier, we're scaling out our product and engineering teams like crazy, and we've never been more committed to your success. And one of the ways that we're going to do this is to supercharge the third-party integrations. Because at the end of the day, success is really about ReCharge plus your mission critical third-party integrations, right? And to that end, I'm excited to announce for the first time a brand new feature on Recharge called Quick Actions. Now, Quick Actions are standard URLs that when clicked perform an action on an account. This is an example of a quick action. It's a standard URL, and there are only 3 things that you need to customize. First, the customer ID. It's actually the customer portal for security, the customer hash for security reasons. Second is the action that you want to perform. In this case, it's reactivating a subscription. And third, the subscription ID that you pass. What more can you do than reactivating a subscription? Well, available now, we have a long list of things that you could do. Skip next order, swap current subscription, add a one-time product to the next order, order now, apply discount, view any portal page, and soon we'll have the ability to stack actions like reactivate plus apply a discount code, reactivate plus add a one-time product. And as you could see, we've architected this in a way where we could very quickly add new things to this. So basically, we've created a set of tools and foundational things that you guys could take and put in the hands of the geniuses out here. There's nothing we can't do without these things. So I'm really excited about what you guys could do with these tools. For security reasons, we added an authentication layer to prove that the person requesting is the account owner. And we've used standard industry standard 6-digit passcode authentication. So it's a very familiar flow. We ask the customer where to send that code, either a phone number or an email. We ask them to type that code in. Once we authenticate, we'll process the action and we'll drop them into their customer portal. The natural use case for this, as everyone knows, is Klaviyo. Quick Actions will now allow what was never before possible inside of Klaviyo, which is bringing powerful actions directly into emails and texts. Klaviyo was already extremely powerful, but now even more so because of higher conversion into things that matter for your customers and also for your business. So let's look at a few Klaviyo actions, right? The most important ones pertinent to subscriptions are when a subscription is created, when a subscription is canceled, or when an upcoming order is coming. So when a subscription is created, you could send a welcome email that gives them the opportunity to maybe upgrade their subscription, maybe add a one-time product, or maybe view any page in their customer portal. Subscription canceled, goes without saying. Reactivation links, opportunities to really get that subscription back and win that subscription back. And then of course, the upcoming order trigger in Klaviyo, so important. To me, the most important trigger. On a monthly basis, this email could go out and do a variety of things, including adding a one-time product. The order's coming anyway, the box is coming anyway. Why not add this, as Jason talked about earlier, to that box? Let's look at a quick demo, right? So yeah, so I have this subscription. It's for my kids' clothing. I love the subscription, but you know what? As a lot of us are doing right now, I gotta do some financial house cleaning. So the subscription had to go. I didn't want to cancel it, but it did. But guess what? I realized that my 7-year-old daughter is going back to school and she's like, I need to look good on Zoom. I'm like, 7 years old, you need to look, okay, I need to reactivate the subscription. But how am I going to do that, right? But fortunately, guess what? I get this email from the brand that says, we'll miss you the moment I canceled that subscription. I click into that and I'm like, they're like, are you sure you wanted to leave? I'm like, no, actually, I didn't want to leave. I miss you too. And wait, there's a link to instantly reactivate my subscription right in that Klaviyo email. Oh my gosh, I clicked that and I see this. I'm like, oh, okay, I know about this 6-digit thing. I'm not technical, but I've done this before. My bank makes me do this all the time. I got this. I get that text. I type in that number. And as I'm clicking submit here, I'm now worried about, oh my gosh, navigating through all these links. I'm sort of in a rush right now. Wait a second, your subscription is back. And it's exactly the settings that it was when I canceled it. This is slightly an exaggeration, but it shows the power of using something like Klaviyo to send out emails that include quick actions. And so you could have other things like your welcome email, where we allow you could actually allow adding a one-time product or viewing your subscription, the upcoming order email, viewing any page on your customer portal, adding a one-time product, or going out of town. Skip my order? Yes, exactly. How did you know that that's what I wanted to do, right? So basically, these tools, we're creating these tools so that you can create that relationship with your customer, and make them feel like you know them, and give them the transparency and the actions available that they need when they need it. A few takeaways from this. It goes without saying that this opens up powerful ways to reduce churn and increase AOV. These are only a few different examples, but like I said, you guys are creative geniuses. I'm so excited about how you could use these things to leverage these tools to meet your business objectives. 2, a more frictionless experience. We're bringing the control and the actions closer to the customer, right in front of them in their email or their SMS. Speaking of SMS, we can leverage this higher converting communications channel. Everybody's talking about SMS and e-commerce right now, and we're so excited to be investing in that future communications channel. And finally, you could use it to complement your customer portal offering. Jason just talked about this incredible future, or the now, of the customer portal and the theme engines. But I believe that there's a time and place for a deep immersive experience where there's full transparency, and we're dropping that customer into that experience, but also an experience where it's a very frictionless, lightweight experience where they don't have time. And so we see this as a way of rounding out the tools that we're offering to you, so that, you know, we're really investing in this notion, this idea of controlling the post-purchase experience that you have with those users. Because as we all know, the initial purchase of the subscription is just the beginning. And after that, that's where we're really innovating and what we're really excited about for the future. We're releasing this in beta today. Early access is available today to tinker with and start testing. So contact your account manager and let's get started on this. Quick actions, powerful recharge actions, no coding required. Thank you so much again. And I promise you the best is yet to come. And with that, I'd like to introduce our next speaker as soon as I stop sharing my screen. Our very own Director of Analytics and great friend of mine, Mansi. Mansi, can you take the stage, please?
Thank you, George. It's so exciting to see how Recharge is becoming more and more integrated into our marketing ecosystem. And Quick Actions is just a start here. Last year at ChargeX, I was standing in front of you to talk about our newest analytics offering. To me, that was the start of our great journey. And since last year, our upgrades to Enhanced Analytics to Pro has more than doubled, and that is a great testament to the immense support that you've shown us as merchants. We've been working hard to understand how we can create more transparency and uncover impactful insights to supercharge not just your subscription business, but your e-commerce business as a whole. And talking with most of you, it has been phenomenal to learn all the different ways that the Recharge Analytics Suite is being used by our merchants, by you. We've learned that in order to help you grow, we need to grow as a data-driven organization. We need to efficiently acquire, process, and leverage data in a timely fashion to be able to recommend efficiencies within your business to help you navigate this competitive landscape. And as a result, we've been focused on 2 things in the past year. Number 1, strengthening our data pipeline to surface data at a greater granularity to arm you with the information you need to optimize your business. The product portfolio analysis that we released in the last quarter is a perfect example of that. So let's say I'm a coffee merchant and I have a wide selection of coffee subscription types and accessories to offer to my coffee connoisseur consumer. This analysis helps me as a coffee merchant understand customer engagement and churn in relationship with the products that I offer in my store. I can also leverage this analysis to segment customers based on their product selection and purchase patterns to help me understand the drivers of engagement and LTV. And I can improve product recommendation and discover workflows. So for example, as a coffee merchant, with a free trial as my acquisition strategy, I can use this analysis to understand which products convert more free customers to paid customers and use those findings from this dashboard to make changes to the recharge workflow to move the needle on my processing revenue. The second thing we've been focused on here at Recharge in the last year is the ingestion of third-party data with the goal of helping you understand how your growth and acquisition strategy impacts your e-commerce business. We're not just some gunslinging analysts who throw down p-value and bar charts. We care about how this data is collected, how this data is managed, and all the way up to the visualization layer. So you can feel at ease knowing that the insights coming out from the Recharge data lake is reliable and trustworthy. Release of our attribution analytics dashboard last quarter was the first step in that direction of bringing in the third-party data to enrich your performance metrics. So as a coffee merchant, I can gain insights on how media allocation influences and contributes to my subscription revenue and customer growth. I can also effectively measure the return on my marketing effort to quantify the value of each media channel. And with this analysis, I now have a lens into which channels are working for me and which channels are less effective, and confidently leverage that information into growing my business with ad spend. And we're not just stopping there. We're ingesting data from our integrations, from Shopify and other media partners to enrich your subscription performance data to create a holistic view of your e-commerce business. And today, in the spirit of ChargeX, we're going to be rolling out a brand new analysis by popular demand, the benchmarks dashboard. The benchmark dashboard helps you track your key metrics such as lifetime value, churn, MRR, average order value against your industry benchmark. So as a coffee merchant, accessing this dashboard, I would use the filter to apply my target vertical and then get a snapshot of the performance of my subscription business against the rest of the coffee industry. And now I have full visibility into whether I'm performing poorly or well against my industry peers. So for all of our merchants that are already on Pro and enrolled in our beta, we're offering the benchmarks dashboard now. So please go to the analytics suite if you haven't already within your Recharge app to access this report. And if you're not enrolled in the analytics beta program and you'd like to be, email our support team and they'll get you in. This is just a phase 1. Phase 2 of this project is being rolled out in the next quarter. And in the next iteration, you should expect to see how both subscription KPIs and one-time sales KPIs help you better understand your LTV. So this analyze both subscription KPIs and your one-time sales KPIs to gain a holistic view of your e-commerce business and create synergies across the board. Going back to the coffee merchant example, with the consolidation of both my subscription business and the non-subscription business, I can track my customers across platforms and get a more accurate picture of the LTV. These insights are not available anywhere else on any other platform. So we're proud to be able to bring them to you from the Recharge team. I'm so excited that we're finally able to share this with you as a team, and I'm looking forward to the journey ahead in building the best-in-class analytics solution with all of you. Thank you.